Grab your cloaks, dear listeners, and maybe a marshmallow or two, because Europe is about to light a lot of fires. From the late 1400s through the early 1700s, witchcraft accusations moved from village whispers to continent-wide frenzies. Laws tightened, presses churned out pamphlets, and thousands of people, mostly women, but men and children too, found themselves on trial for impossible crimes.
German lands and Switzerland, trials without mercy.
If paranoia had a capital, it might have been the Rhineland. Here, theology met legal zeal. Cities like Trier, Würzburg, and Bamberg launched hunts so ferocious that entire neighborhoods were left fatherless or widow-ridden. Pamphlets described weather witches summoning hail or diabolical midwives stealing babies for Sabbaths. Officials built a Malefizhouse, a witch prison, complete with torture chambers. Confessions, squeezed out under duress, told of ointments for flight, feasts with demons, and storms brewed in eggshells.
Today's tempestuous tale is brought to you by Eggshell Umbrella Company. Because you never know when a neighbor's breakfast might double as a thunderstorm.
France, possessions and pamphlets.
In Lorraine and Labor, trials mixed with theater. Priests debated whether village healers were holy or heretical. Cases like the possessions at Loudun, 1630s, blurred lines between exorcism and politics. A convent's strange fits led to the execution of a priest, while pamphleteers sold out every printing.
Scotland, storms, confessions, and hare-shifters.
North of Hadrian's Wall, suspicion ran colder than the wind. King James VI's personal brush with rough seas on his wedding voyage convinced him witches were stirring up storms. The North Berwick trials, 1590 to 92, produced lurid stories. Covens meeting in churches, cats tossed into waves to rouse tempests. Later, in 1662, Isabel Gaudy delivered one of history's richest confessions. Not grim mumblings, but vivid storytelling. She spoke of flying with fairies, changing into hares, and feasting in the hills. Scholars now see her words as a blend of folklore, performance, and the crushing pressure of interrogation.
Feeling windswept? Try StormStop, now with extra charm-proof technology. Not guaranteed against Scottish weather.
England, cunning folk versus malefic neighbors.
Across England, witchcraft was as likely to involve sour milk as satanic pacts. People trusted cunning men and women to heal, locate stolen goods, or unhex a cow. But suspicion brewed easily. A quarrel, a broken butter churn, a glance at the wrong time, and suddenly someone was accused of overlooking. During the Civil War chaos, Matthew Hopkins, self-styled witchfinder general, charged towns for investigations. He used swimming tests, pricking for hidden devil's marks, and a lot of intimidation. Many innocents suffered, though his career lasted only a few stormy years.
Scandinavia, Blåkulla, and children's tales.
Farther north, Sweden and Finland experienced their own panics. Children claimed witches spirited them away to Blåkulla, a far-off Sabbath island where devils hosted banquets and goats served as waiters. TripAdvisor would rate the atmosphere 5 stars, the menu, maybe 2. The Torsåker trial of 1675 condemned 71 people in a single day, a grim record in Nordic history.
Spain and the Basque country. Caves, councils, and compromise.
Not all hunts ended in flames. In Zugarramurdi, 1609 to 1614, inquisitors documented ointments, charms, and goat-field dances, but most accused were reconciled, not burned. The Spanish approach was paradoxical. The Inquisition often preferred penance over pyres, leaving behind priceless notes on Basque folklore.
Heading to a nocturnal goat field meeting? Don't forget Sabbath snacks for all your moonlit grazing needs.
Russia and Eastern Europe, quiet shadows.
Russia saw fewer mass trials, but village lore remained lively. Witches, vedmai, were blamed for curdled cream or matted horse manes. Some peasants sought forest sorcerers for blessings. Others feared Baba Yaga lurking in the pines, hut legs twitching. Poland, Hungary, and Bohemia kept prosecutions mostly rural and small scale, often sparked by quarrels or dairy mishaps rather than high politics.
Numbers, context, and chill.
Modern historians estimate between 40,000 and 60,000 people were executed for witchcraft across Europe from about 1450 to 1750, though accusations numbered in the hundreds of thousands. Peaks often coincided with climate stress, the Little Ice Age, wars, or plagues. Gender played a role too. About 3/4 of victims were women, especially those older, widowed, or outspoken.
This sobering statistic is brought to you by Broom Life Insurance, because even in history's darkest storms, someone was always selling peace of mind.
From German dungeons to Scottish hare songs, from Basque caves to Swedish banquet goats, the witch hunts were a collision of belief, fear, and social pressure. They gave us many of the images we still carry: flying ointments, storm calling, secret Sabbaths. Next, we'll leave Europe behind and see how witchcraft lore took root in Africa, the Middle East, Asia, and the Americas, weaving stories as diverse as the lands themselves.